What's good? What's good? This is Stika. This is Stika the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support from mi gente. And the fact that you could have been anywhere else and you right here with me, man, I appreciate the love and support, man. Subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this momentum going. And yo, let's keep having these conversations that are well needed. We need these conversations, man. Like, you know, one of the things is that I remember when I was younger, right? I had this job, right? This job to me was the most difficult job I ever had. The most difficult. I had to be like probably 13 or 14. They had me at a dealership flipping hot dogs and serving them to the customers. I don't know if I was cooking them or burning them, man. I really don't know what I was doing. It didn't last long. You know what I mean? I got my little money, got my little bit of money, not much. But I realized right then and then, I don't want to work flipping hot dogs ever again in my life. You didn't catch me in no Mickey D's, no Burger King. You didn't catch me in none of these joints trying to flip anything, man. I didn't have it in me, man. I'm not a chef. But I mean, I know how to cook now. But back then, man, I was only 13, man. And cut me some slack. What was the hardest job you had? You know what I mean? Nah, man. Let's get to it, man. The hardest job I ever had to be being a father, man. It doesn't come with a book. It doesn't come with a manual. Like, you know, when you do a bike ride, it tells you put this together, put these pieces together. And sometimes the bike already comes made, so you ain't even got to worry about that. But the fact is, man, being a father, it don't come with a book for dummies. Because, you know, it's a one-on-one thing situation that always happens. Like, I read books, but, you know, still changing diapers is, you know, you're doing all kinds of twists and turns, and you still ain't put it right. You got to wipe. I'm like, oh my, it's a mess. It's messy as messy could be. So imagine, you know, you raising your little one, you doing everything you're supposed to do. You being a provider, you protecting, you guiding, you doing all kinds of stuff, man. Doing everything you're supposed to do as a father. I look at my dad now and I'm like, man, I appreciate you not walking out of my life. I know the type of kid I was. Woo, pinche cabrón, siéntate. No, you want to run? Siéntate. Boy, pull out the bell. Sit down, boy. But te digo, man, I was out there, man. I was wilding, man. I didn't know what to do, man. I just felt like, you know, from the stories that I was told and the things I did, yeah, I was a handful, man. Respectfully, I was a handful. You know what I mean? It didn't make no sense, yo. So now, seeing my dad now, hey, salute. I salute you, dad. Because guess what? I'm a dad now, and I'm like, hijo es su, man. Que lo que traen estos niños, cabrones. What is going on with these kids? Every single time, it's always something, right? One is arguing about this, the other one's arguing about that. Another one is like, hey, this ain't enough. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Y'all doing too much, man. All three of y'all be quiet, man. Please, let me just go to sleep, man. Nah, but yo, man, it's the hardest job, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Even though I ain't getting paid for it. I ain't getting paid, man. But yo, y'all ain't here for all that. Y'all know what y'all here for, man. What in the world's going on with T.I and his son, man? Yo, it's a very sensitive subject to talk about. I try not to talk about family issues like that because I know, you know, whatever you say, you can bite your tongue and it's going to come right back to you. But, man, this situation is getting nasty. It's getting dirty. It's getting filthy. It's just filthy, man. Está sucio, man. Cipote sucio, man. Not in a good way. Not because, you know, I represent cipote sucios all around the world. However, that cipote right there, hijo de su, man, can somebody tell him to sit down? You know, little Flip couldn't even get away with half of the things this boy's doing right now, man. He stand on business and everything, man. He don't want to be behind no gated community. He don't want no gates. He want to be outside with it. He want to be out there with them thugs, them criminals, them dealers, them hookers. He want to be out there with all that. He want all the smoke. I'm like, why? Like, why do you want all that, man? Like, I grew up in those areas. I don't even want that, man. I went and revisit those areas and I'm like, what are we doing here? I appreciate that the fact that I came from those areas because it taught me valuable lessons. It did. But I couldn't raise my kids in that, man. I'm sorry. If it all falls down, you know, if it all falls down like Mary J. Blige, you know, if it all falls down, you know, we have to do what we have to do as parents. It ain't going to be easy. It's gonna be some times that it's gonna make it hard for you to smile, make you wonder. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Growing up in the neighborhoods, man, you get to do all kinds of crazy stuff. But look, I get it. I'm over here talking. Don't go to the neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, I had a good time. Nah. Listen, man. The fact that he's talking about, let me take you back here. I'm like, does he realize who he talking to? He talking to trap music. I'm serious. Urban legend, the king. He's talking about T.I versus T.I.P. Like, bro, who you talking to like that, man? Who you talking like that? See, the problem is the fact that he was on live and y'all allowed to extend that long. The minute I knew he was on live, I would have snatched that phone off his hands and be like, I stand on business. And we ain't gonna do that. You are not Drake. You're not standing on business. We're not doing that, man. What is wrong with these kids, man? There's some kids out here, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Privilege. T.I, I wish I was your son. You know what I'm saying? I be like, Dad, don't worry about it, man. We're gonna build this legacy. We're gonna build this. I'm gonna open up these shops. What do you need me to do, Dad? That's what I would have been like, dude. For real. I would not be talking that reckless. With so much money on the line, so much money on the table, the last thing you need to be doing is talking reckless. But this is an issue. This is a very serious issue. When the father is being too friendly with his son. Y'all too buddy. There's too many videos of y'all like kicking it on some homeboy, like what up, that needs to stop right now and moving forward. We can't, T.I. We can't, man. With all due respect, I've been a fan. I've been a fan of the music. It hurt me when you went that little flip like that. But however, you stood your ground, and I respect that. You made some classical records, and for a music aspect, I think that you one of the artists to do it. Seriously, you switched up the style. Trust me, man, I like it. Now, your politics side, I can't stand out one bit, bro. Let's keep it 100 right now. I know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just who I am as a person. We're not standing on the same politics side, but on the music side, I'm with it, man. Now, this whole thing with the son thing, man, y'all too friendly, man. Y'all too friendly, and because you too friendly with somebody, now they feel like hey, look, I can say what I have to say. I've been meaning to get this off my chest. Got your chest all out. You did 10 push-ups, and you feel like you could do something. Forgot you realize that that's your dad. You know what I mean? Through the video, it looked like he got him by the collar and did the whole A-verb. Grab him by the collar. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it. Yo, man, Family Feud, man, but gotta be the best, man. It's something for us to talk about, but also something to realize, like, hey, man, we need to do better as fathers too. Because if we are playing too much with our little young bulls, they might be acting on some boost. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta watch that, man. Because there was too many times in that whole live that the homie was just a little bit too much. A little too much, man. Just sit down. Look, and the fact that he said this is how y'all act when y'all drinking, I would have been like, bro, who is you talking to like that? Like, I don't know, man. But look, I understand being a father is the hardest thing, man. And this is another thing that makes it harder because even as a father, right, after that situation, the conversation that y'all gonna really have, it's not gonna be on camera. It's not gonna be behind closed. It's not gonna be live for everybody to watch. There's going to be, hey, this is what happened. We understand. But it's not going to be where, okay, what did T.I really say to him? How was that really handled? And it's unfortunate because a lot of people probably need help on that, right? Because who doesn't have a teenage son acting wild and saying wild things? And as a father, you're like, man, I'm not trying to take it that direction, that street vibe, but, they're bringing that energy out, and you're like, oh man, I apologize for acting like that, man. I felt like I was talking to one of these reckless dudes in the streets, and I'm about to handle up. But I would say this, man. I would say this for the son. Man, you don't want to be out. You don't want to be outside with it, man. Be thankful for what you have because you might not have it forever. And then as for the father, sometimes maybe you just got to cut it off. You could be like, hey man, you don't need to be around this right here. This is something that you privileged to have and see, but you can't be around this because you don't value it the same way I value it. So this could ruin potential bigger businesses with people that have money that will put us in a bigger position, even though we already got money. You never know, but you're kind of messing up the money. See, I remember telling one of my homeboys one time that he went out to one of my shows, right? And we were vibing, having a good time. And there was a group of us. And it was an event that it was my first time performing, but he got sloppy drunk. And I said, hey, look, man, I understand you're trying to have a good time, but you can mess up the money just like that. You can mess up the money. Because what if these people like what I did, but don't like the entourage that I bring? And if look, I represent y'all like y'all represent me. So if they don't like what they see, they might be like, hey, you know what? He's cool. However, if he brings those kind of people, then, you know, violence, sloppiness, all kinds of stuff. But the good thing about it, he understood that, right? The homeboy understood that and said, yeah, you're right. That could mess up the money. Because I want to be at a position wherever I'm at, podcast, music, entertainment, whatever, that I will be able to give the people that, you know, stuck with me through all this, like, you know, they ride with me through all this. I want to give them jobs and good paying jobs. So they could say, you know what, I ride with him. But that's just me, you know, looking out from the outside in. That's from a homeboy aspect, you know, because they're looking, the way they're interacting with each other is like on some homeboy to homeboy thing. I'll be like, man, you messing up the money. This could potentially get us more money or get us some more endorsement or get us something, and you acting like this in front of these high profile people. They're looking at us crazy, man. Come on now. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You know, if you're a father, have you experienced this kind of experience? Because I know I have, and it's hard. Luckily, we don't got the camera phones out to record this, because I think it's a conversation we can have one-on-one and make understood what needs to be understand, or understand what needs to be understood. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. You know, standing on business needs to stop. When I stand on business, that means I take care of my responsibility as a father. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and I make sure they get done. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, for real, man, because I hate to see T.I like this, man. I hate it, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. Do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on all your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente, tu sabes. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? Hey, this is Stico. Hey, somewhere on here, there's a link to my music page. Y'all go check out the music. We got video, visuals, we got audio. Trust me, we got some dope music. When you get a chance, subscribe to that channel as well. The music is on there. Hey, let's keep this rolling, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Stico. All right, one.